Welcome to this tutorial on mandatory parameters in PowerShell functions. In this video, you'll learn how to make parameters required using the parameter mandatory attribute. This is an essential technique for ensuring your functions receive the critical input they need to operate correctly. Mandatory parameters are function parameters that must be provided when calling a function. If you forget to supply a mandatory parameter, PowerShell will automatically prompt you to enter the missing value. This ensures that critical data is always supplied to your function, preventing errors and unexpected behavior from missing information. Here's the basic syntax for creating a mandatory parameter. Inside your param block, you add the parameter attribute with the mandatory property set. In this example, we have a function called getUserInfo with a mandatory username parameter. The square brackets contain the parameter attribute with mandatory specified, followed by the data type string, and then the parameter name $username. Let's understand how mandatory parameters behave. When you call a function without providing a value for a mandatory parameter, PowerShell will prompt the user to enter the value interactively. However, if you call the function with all required values supplied, the function executes normally without any prompts. This gives you flexibility while ensuring critical data is never missing. Here's a complete example showing multiple mandatory parameters. The send email function requires both a toParameter and a subject parameter. Each parameter is marked as mandatory using the parameter attribute. Inside the function body, we use writeHost to display a message showing the email recipient. This demonstrates how you can build functions that enforce required input for multiple pieces of critical information. When you call send email without any parameters, PowerShell automatically detects the missing mandatory values. It displays a message saying, cmd let send email at command pipeline position 1, supply values for the following parameters, followed by a prompt for the toParameter. PowerShell will prompt for each mandatory parameter one at a time until all required values are provided. Using mandatory parameters provides three key benefits. First, it prevents errors from missing data by ensuring critical values are always supplied. Second, it improves user experience by providing helpful prompts when values are missing, rather than failing silently. Third, it makes your function requirements clear to anyone using your code, serving as built-in documentation of what inputs are necessary. Remember to use mandatory parameters whenever your function requires critical data to operate correctly. This simple technique makes your PowerShell functions more robust, user-friendly, and professional. Thanks for watching, and happy scripting!
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.